Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where, now that it is nighttime, it is time to investigate the privies to see if anyone's hiding in any of them. Let's see what we've got inside of this one. Anyone inside? Okay, an orc. Well, I guess he was right. Let's check this privy. So, how are you going to hear anything in the privy with all these chickens around is beyond me. Ah! So I've been found out. Oh, worry not. I shall save you the trouble and present myself to Edric before he misunderstand my intentions. Okay, it looks like local citizens could also be hiding in the privies. Alright, let's see if there's anyone else hiding in one of these. I suppose it's unlikely to be one of the cattle. It would be a bit big for them. What's a chicken doing in the privy? Wait, did someone did say that last time you heard one in there was a chicken? Well, so you had a chicken, an orc, and a local. I suppose I should board up one more house and then I'll go back and report. I've boarded the houses.
I do not believe you will find welcome here.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for taking the time to do this, Pine Sea. You brought our men more time to prepare for the coming siege in doing so. When this war is finally ended and our people can return, they can rest easy knowing that our foes did not invade their homes into any vile end. I don't know, I think they'll just take an axe and tear up the boards, but, maybe they'll go after the homes that are easiest to attack. Well, I investigated the privies for you. I found a chicken, an orc, and a man.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
I knew my ears hadn't deceived me, but this begets yet another trouble for Entwade. Orcs hiding in the town? Unthinkable! And as for this man that you found, Saint Edric will not be pleased that one of his people was left behind, especially if they intended to stay against his orders. We must speak more on this once the other threats outside of Ventwade have been quelled. Alright, so that's the problem then. I didn't think it would be unusual for a citizen to be inside one of the privies, but yeah, if they all were supposed to have left, I can see the problem. Now I think I should take a nice little rest until the morning. Now that's morning, let's go and see what else I can do for the people here. I believe that we had a scout over in this direction who may have some quests for me. Yes, there he is. I hope he didn't stay. About to say he didn't stay too much late into the night, but considering how early it is and he's already here, ooh, careful there.
The minions of Orthanc are growing stronger in these lands.
And also quite numerous, I see. Yes, I heard word of a hardy mariner that had come to Endway, and I'm surely that must be you, because what other mariners will come into the middle of Rohan? Yes, I have little time for introductions, but I am Kenbert. Thane Edric has sent me to patrol the road to Middlemead, but I've met some resistance. You mean like all these uruks I'm seeing back there? Yes, the uruks lurk all around here, but I doubt myself seeing. Uh, I don't if I could see them from where I'm standing right now, I'm pretty sure that they see. You think the horse is hiding you or something? That's pretty difficult to happen in Rohan, I would think, considering that usually most of the horses are, especially saddled horses, there's probably going to be a Rohirric soldier nearby or something like that. Just a clue on that matter. Anyway, a Middlemead is a valuable trading post of Kingshead, and Edwade was off the host of scores of traders. As of late, none have made it to Edwade, and Edwidge is convinced that the king's departure marked an uprising of uruks in our lands. If the trade routes are truly overrun, our situation will be dire. Well, considering that we've got these uruks all over the place like that, I think your situation is already dire. Patrol along the road to Middlemead, and I will hold my position here. If you can find any sign of traders or their goods, we will need to act swiftly, or the uruks will claim all. Okay, so you patrol the road to see if I can find any goods.
Shadows lie along our path. We
And
seek to dispel them at all cost.
also, the Uruks cannot be allowed to lay claim to our trade routes and goods. There must be some reason for the wanton violence, and I fear that they will use the resources of our rich lands against us. Ride along the road and slay the Uruks that you encounter. Those near the carts have likely pillaged the goods, and they must be returned to the Endwade if we hope to win this war. So we need to search Urukai ambushers for stolen goods. Anything else? Okay, fine. Then I guess that's enough for now. Is he an ambusher? No, he's a pillager. Well, I'm sort of sorely tempted to go after him in any case, just out of principle. This road is barren and nothing catches your eye. But I will give priority to the ambushers and to recovering the goods. You have discovered wrecked carts and ransacked goods littered on the edges of the road. Okay. Amid the wreckage along the road to the Middlemead, you have discovered a crate of crops from Kingstead that withstood the Uruk assault. If more crates remain intact, such supplies will be of great value to the warriors of the Entwade in their preparations for the coming assault. Alright, so demanding supply, right? I need 8 of these. And so just patrol as long as I can on here. Now, is that an ambusher? Yes, that is an ambusher. Uruks start atop the dark horses, stealing goods from their recent kills. Okay. Hey, ambusher! May I ambush you instead? How about ambushee? There you go. See, don't see the hobbit that's coming that has your number on his nasty little swords. Oops. Alright, good. Good for the goods. Ooh, look at this, standing right on top. He is guarding. There you go. More good. Oh, okay, I've recovered 3 stolen goods and 4 crates. Okay. Oh, I almost missed a crate. Ouch. Okay, we've got that. Hey, how would you like to be ambushed? Okay, ouch. Take care of that. Good. And just wait a moment. Okay, that we've dealt with that, and just one more for the quota. So if I kill any more, it'll be just out of principle. make sure that they're really cleared. Good. And that takes care of that. So, alright, so we need to talk to... thought we had... Oh, they... Nothing else? I thought that there was another quest that led out on this one. Maybe I was thinking about it at a later point. I am getting annoyed by this pillager over here. I have to deal with it. I have recovered some of the goods.
Time is short. So is hope.
Alas, I had worried that these would be the case. I mourn for the people of Middlemead, and I hope that such loss will not continue to visit upon our lands. Now then, we must form a plan, for the uruks must be dealt with, and our goals salvaged. Good salvaged, yes. Alright. Whee! What's the plan?
Stride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
Along the road I have seen many foes, Piney. None were greater than the Uruk who guarded their stockpile of pillaged goods. He rode atop a thickly armored steed and bore weapons of the finest make. He has no doubt stolen these tools from our traders, caught ferrying blades of the stone deans back to Kingstead. I know not if the Uruk is their leader or merely one of their mightiest, but he must be slain if the Entwade is prepared for this coming attack. Ride out to the stockpile along the road's edge and slay him when you can draw his attention. Thane Edrich will wish to know this foe was put to an end. Alright, so find and defeat Asgaja. Yeah. That name. So we will be going... Well, I guess I have to head up this way because eventually I'll find the camp. Something like that. I will assume that that is the campsite in question. Looks like we've got a few uruks riding about. Oh, it's a black arrow. They're not going to be polite enough to come close enough to my blades to die, so I will have to worry about them later. Well, neither of these is Jaja. Let's... So first of all, do that. Perhaps this will get his attention. Let's take back this crate. Oh, there he is. Hey, you. Well, fortunately, he's not much of a rider. Oh, well. Well, then. Let's get back to the thing. Hello, sir. I've recovered some goods.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
You have lessened the blow to our lands, Piney, if only by a small degree. With only my men and I stationed here, we will use these supplies to arm and defend Entwade. You have my thanks for bearing such a burden. Yeah, I know, that was quite a load to haul all the way to here. And also, I've taken care of this.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
This Uruk has harried my people for weeks now, and I'm glad to hear that he's finally met his end. The supplies he and his ilk have been keeping from my men can now be recovered, and we can redouble our efforts to repair the Wade. All right. And that's all of the Wade quests.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
At least for part 1. Few could deny the efforts that you have put forth, Piney. I wonder which ones could. My men and I are grateful for what you have done to aid us in preparing for the White Hand's next assault. Without the king's aid, we were ill prepared for such a task. But should the Wade hold, he and I shall have words upon his return. Come then, we must talk on what is to be done with this man that you have found. Oh, you mean the one that was hiding in the privy? Ooh, reputation! Alright, so we are at... Oh, really? The Aerlingus. We have reached acquaintance. Oh well. What do you need?
The White Hand is wicked.
You have done much to aid me and the people of the Entwade. My men and I will continue to ready the town for the White Hand's return, but there remains little left to do. Now, as for the man that you found hiding in the town, while he cleverly evaded my men, he will still need to rejoin with the others in Aldburg. The roads can be traveled in numbers, but I would not send him south alone, not in these times. If you would, travel south with Agelman and bring him to rejoin with Leoflad and the others. Okay, dokie. I shall do so. So rally Agelman to my side. Rally him to my side. Okay, are you ready?
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Surely the thing cannot be serious. The White Hand will return with their forces bolstered soon enough, and when the time comes, we must be prepared to defend Nentwade. I was trained in the art of swordplay by my father before his passing, as were my brothers before they traveled to aid the king. Certainly I can be of more use to the Thane here than I would be inside the walls of Aldburg. One man cannot tend the farms in the absence of our people, so what other purpose have I, if not to defend the lands of the king? I beg you, Piney, speak with the Thane on my behalf. Etheridge needs every able man he can spare, and I stand ready to fight for the Wade. Well, let's see what the Thane says about this.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
What madness is this? I have little time to ready our forces, and he seeks to delay us even further with such bold declarations. I knew well his father and his skill with the blade, but this man has always been a crofter, and though his hands be worn from the labors of the Wade, he is ill equipped to battle against the uruks and their ilk. I doubt not that he means well, but we do not have time to prepare him. Do you hear me, Agelman? Shall not hear such a plea, and though I apologize, you will find safety in Aldburg. Piney will bring you to reunite with Leoflad and the others, and that will be the end of it. All right. Well, maybe bring your sword anyway. That way you could help to defend the caravan, perhaps?
To watch your lands die.
Thane Nedridge is a brave man, but he can fly into a rage like no other that I have known. We will travel south then, but I shall not merely watch these conflicts unfold in my lands. Before we depart, I wish to arm myself. If I cannot protect the Thane and the Entwades, his people shall be safe behind my shield. That's the spirit. Let us look about town for a sword and a shield, and then we shall be on our way. Okay, now we're catching. So let's go and look for some weaponry. I suppose we should check this area first. Well, obviously, we can't take any arrows from this place. No, oh, hold on. Well, here's a sword, a spare sword left unattended. Wonder why it's unattended. Well, does this belong to one of you? No? Okay. Well then, I suppose that will do. So now let's see if we could find a shield. I suppose it would be hoping too much for there to be a suitable piece of armor or something like that around. What's this? It's battered a bit. Probably the owner thought to replace it before the upcoming battle.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Ah, these will do nicely. They have seen many a battle, Piney, but such arms will aid me well enough. If Ezreach truly wishes me to be gone, we shall go, but I will take up arms for the people of Kingstead. Very well. Thus, we are ready to head out. And we will go and bring him back to Alberg in the next episode of River and Sea.